Lucid, formerly known as Atieva, was founded in 2007 to produce electric vehicle batteries and powertrains for other vehicle manufacturers. Lucid's CEO Peter Rawlinson previously worked as Tesla's VP of Engineering, and Vice President Derek Jenkins previously worked as Mazda North America Operations Head of Design. Sing Capital, Mitsui, Venrock, Jafco, and others have made investments in the company. In October 2016, the company rebranded as Lucid Motors and announced its intention to develop an all-electric high-performance luxury vehicle. On November 29, 2016, state and company officials announced the planned construction of Lucid's $700,000 manufacturing plant in Casa Grande, Arizona, which was expected to employ up to 2,000 workers by the mid-2020s. Initially producing 20,000 cars per year and eventually increasing to 130,000 vehicles per year. The factory was to be built with a maximum capacity of 380,000 vehicles per year in mind. As of November 2016, the company intended to break ground in 2017 and begin production in 2019. On September 28, 2021, the first vehicles rolled off the assembly line. On September 17, 2018, Lucid Motors announced that they were in talks with the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia for funding worth more than $1 billion. The investment was finished in April 2019. The investment will go toward the final engineering and testing of the Lucid Air model and the first phase of construction on its manufacturing plant in Casa Grande, Arizona. Commercial production of the Lucid Air and Lucid's global retail strategy beginning in North America. The plant's construction began in late 2019, and the first phase was completed in December 2020. The second construction phase is currently underway and will increase annual production capacity from 34,000 to 90,000 vehicles. The finished factory, which will take 4 phases, will have a combined manufacturing capacity of approximately 400,000 cars per year. Lucid Motors announced an $11.75 billion merger with Churchill Capital Corp. 4, a publicly traded special purpose acquisition company, in February 2021. Lucid began building its first all-electric Air sedans in Arizona in September 2021 and started delivering them to customers in late October. CEO Rawlinson stated that Lucid intends to launch its Project Gravity SUV in 2023, followed by a competitor to Tesla's Model 3 in 2024 or 2025. The Wall Street Journal reported in July 2021 that Lucid goes public. The Public Investment Fund will own more than 60% of the company. The fund will profit nearly $20 billion from its Lucid investment in 2018. Lucid mainly developed battery technology in its early years, but began the development of its first car in 2014. The company initially used a Mercedes Metritz van called Edna to develop the powertrain. In December 2016, a Lucid Air fully electric car prototype was unveiled. Lucid Air production was set to begin in the spring of 2021. The Lucid Air Pure was announced in November 2020 with a projected range of 406 miles, 480 horsepower, and a starting price of $77,400. The top-of-the-line vehicles have an output of more than 1,000 horsepower. Lucid Air Touring, Grand Touring, and Dream Edition models are all available. On September 16, 2020, the US Environmental Protection Agency estimated the Lucid Air's range to be 520 miles on a single charge. Lucid has agreed to use Mobileye's IQ4 chips and 8 cameras for driver assist features, and the car will be autonomous ready. This 4-door sedan has a software-limited top speed of 217 miles an hour. In July 2017, a special version of the car, with the speed limiter disabled via software and other modifications, reached 235 miles an hour on the high-speed track at the Transportation Research Center in Ohio. Android Automotive serves as the foundation for the infotainment system. Lucid is working with Amazon to integrate Alexa voice assistant compatibility. allowing drivers to use the voice assistants for navigation, phone calls, media streaming, intelligent home control, and other activities while driving. Samantha Margulis uses a Lucid Air in several episodes of the Season 4 of Amazon Studios' TV series Goliath. Lucid teased an electric SUV concept in 2020 called Project Gravity, with only a brief image and short video segment. The Lucid Air will be the first to feature 900-volt plus electrical architecture and custom lithium-ion battery cells. Lucid's car employs a 2170 lithium-ion battery cell standard, and supply agreements have been signed with both Samsung SDI and LG Chem. In collaboration with McLaren Applied Technologies and Sony, Lucid designed, developed, manufactured and supplied battery packs for all race teams in the 2018-19 Formula E season and will do so again in the 2019-20 season. The Formula E specification calls for 250 kg batteries, 54 kWh of energy and peak power of up to 250 kilowatts. Lucid Motors collaborated with Electrify America to use their nationwide charging network to recharge Lucid's electric vehicles while on the road. When using the station's 350 kilowatt charging capability, the Lucid Air will be able to add 300 miles in 20 minutes. According to EPA estimates, the Air has the most extended range of any electric vehicle currently on the market. The base model has a driving range of 406 miles, which is the same as the Touring model. The Dream Edition range model should be able to travel 520 miles on a single charge, while the Dream Edition Performance model should be able to travel 471 miles. The Air has 112 kilowatt-hour battery pack and supports DC fast charging. The sedan is said to be able to recoup 300 miles of range in 20 minutes when plugged into the latter. New owners will also receive 3 years of free fast charging at Electrify America charging stations. There's no limit to how many times owners can charge their vehicles as long as they're used for personal rather than commercial purposes. The US electric car manufacturer Lucid Motors has begun the announced expansion of its plant in Casa Grande in the US state of Arizona. The company, which is now listed on the stock exchange, also presented its first quarterly financial statement. The expansion is expected to increase production capacity from the current level of up to 34,000 electric cars per year to 90,000 electric vehicles per year by the end of 2023, the company said in its quarterly report. This includes additional space for the production of the Lucid Air electric sedan, as well as capacity for the manufacturer's second model, the electric SUV, developed under the name Project Galaxy. The company announced the expansion in March when it received approvals from the Casa Grande City Council. Phase 2 will add 2.85 million square feet of manufacturing space. It will also further vertically integrate production processes, Lucid writes. The vehicle plant is also known as the Advanced Manufacturing Plant, or AMP1. A few miles away from AMP1, the company operates the powertrain assembly Lucid Powertrain Manufacturing Plant, or LPM1. The company now has more than 17,000 reservations for the Lucid Air, which recently began series production and first deliveries. Of these, 13,000 reservations were made during the third quarter, representing an order backlog of more than $1.3 billion, according to the company. Lucid does not go into financial figures such as revenue and net income in its announcement of the company's first quarterly figures, as deliveries only started at the end of October, and thus in the fourth quarter there was hardly any revenue anyway. Instead, the focus was on the IPO merger, which brought in $4.4 billion on the balance sheet. The other key figures only emerged from the separately published investor presentation. Quarterly revenue was $232,000, but the net loss was $524 million. We're tremendously excited by our accomplishments in our first quarter as a publicly traded company, said Peter Rawlinson, CEO and CTO of Lucid. we successfully began production of vehicles for customer deliveries, continued investing in capacity expansion of our manufacturing facility in Arizona, and opened new retail and service locations in advance of the Lucid Air launch. With an EPA estimated all-electric range of up to 520 miles and up to 1,111 horsepower, the 2022 Lucid Air aims to be more than just a Tesla ripoff. The first model of startup Lucid Motors was impressive with its functional and fashionable aerodynamic shape. Its spacious and upscale cabin is covered with a glass roof, which should be worthy of its atmospheric name. Air also combines practicality and technology, sporty and spacious storage options, and no lack of driver assistance. Sure, the Lucid Air sounds more like an 80s cover band than a luxury sedan, but the Tesla Model S sounded more like a 19th century electric invention when it debuted. So how far the 2022 rises? Thank you for watching our video. We hope you've enjoyed our in-depth review of Lucid Motors. Did you have a plan on purchasing a Lucid Air, or have you seen one out in the street? Please share your thoughts in the comment below, and like, share and subscribe to our channel for the best and most comprehensive videos regarding the world of battery-powered cars.